Okay, this is a little bit of a janky situation. I've got a swarm on the side of one of my hives. It is about to rain and it's almost dark. And I was out here putting in some queens, so you'll see some angry bees flying around because I've made some queenless splits and then I'm giving them queens and they're still cranky with me from taking them from their mother hive. So I just propped this box up here because I wasn't sure how I was going to use this brush, but look what they're doing. I was worried. They're all around my ratchet strap here, and I was really concerned about how I was going to get them in the box. And apparently, I just propped the box up, and they're just going to walk in. So I'm going to sit here and watch, see if I can spot the queen as they go by. I was really kind of nervous about this one. Wasn't sure how it was going to go, so I was going to promise to post it no matter how it goes. So I still make that promise. However this goes, I'm still going to post it whether I get the swarm or not. But so far, it's looking good. I've got drawn comb in here. What I had planned to do, and I'll probably still just, well, I don't know. I'm not sure whether I should help them or not. I've got some black drawn comb, and I've got those frames, a couple of them over here as well. And this was a dead out from the winter. This box just got cleaned up. My son helped me put fresh foundation in for me in a lot of these. So this is all wax foundation. But it looks like they're going to start the march. What you can do, and when they're on like a bush or some difficult situation like this, is you can hold some comb up against them, and oftentimes they will just start crawling onto the frame. And this is a slow endeavor. So you see it's kind of like sucks them up like a vacuum. And so what I'm going to do is kind of transfer them into the box, because the queen is likely up here, probably underneath the lip of this box, probably fairly close to the center. So I'm concerned about how I'm going to get her without squishing her. So it's just kind of a patience game. And I am going to look for her every time I do this. But my hope is that I can thin out the crowd. And then she'll want to just go with the bigger part of the group if I can get the majority of the group into the box. So you can see I'm kind of pulling away big sections here, and it's creating some confusion, which is kind of what I want. I want to be able to get them to scatter just a bit so that I can see what's going on. Like I said, she's probably up here at the top, so the more of this that I thin out on the top side, the bees on the bottom side should start going down. Yeah, she's almost certainly up underneath the lip here somewhere. There's a bunch of drones in this. That makes it a little bit interesting. So I'm going to take a brush, these ones now that are easier to get to. And I'm not like crushing them, I'm kind of flicking them off. Because I want them to kind of tumble into the box here. And so I could just continue to do this, but I'm running out of daylight here. So I'm going to see if I can expedite just a little bit. They're kind of disorganized here, trying to cluster back up. It's just barely wrapped around the back. There's not any fanning behavior yet. She's almost certainly right up underneath of this, so let me see if I can get that untied. I don't think that's going to stay close enough. This is just the loose part of the tail, so I should be able to pull that away. Now I can release this, because this is causing part of the problem where I can't get to anything. Well, it's kind of tough. There's a bunch of drones. Those guys are making it more difficult to try and find her. All right, so now they're starting to fan, but it's not real organized. Let's say she's just right up under here because they keep trying to recluster. So there's some in the handle. Let's flick them out. Okay, so now I'm going to put this up here and see if I can get her to fall down. You can hear the loud buzzing. Those are the drones. There's so many drones in here that their wings are loud, especially when I pull them off there. Okay, well, there is not a gap under the lip, so that's actually good. I haven't seen the queen. Oh, no, that's a drone. Man, there's a lot of drones. Can't say I've seen this many drones in a swarm before. So I'm trying to watch where they're going. There's a couple of bees right up here at the top. So these guys are fanning here. That's kind of organized fanning. So that looks a little more promising. We still have some trying to go under this lip. These guys are all mostly drones that are kind of unorganized and confused. So sorry, boys, but you're going to have to do better than that. Okay. So now, tried to put this close enough bees couldn't get between there, between the two boxes. So far, that's kind of working out. I believe we've got the queen somewhere. I did not see her, but I was bringing down some groups of bees at a time. A lot of these drones catch my eye because I'm looking for this larger bodied queen. So I want to show you. See how these guys, gals, all these gals have got their butts in the air and they're fanning with their wings. And that's a really cool shot of how they're getting after it. So yeah, you can see they're organized right here. They're all kind of working together. And then if you look on this side, everybody's just kind of running. Some of them are fanning randomly because they're confused. They're trying to pass the queen's scent, queen's pheromone. They're trying to pass that around. But I'm going to guess the queen is over here because this is the most organized. And aside from some of these slower bees that keep trying to go back, you can see there's not a lip under there. So she may have actually been right here. See how these bees are still fanning? They've come back to this spot. So she may have actually been right here behind the strap. There's a little bit of her residual pheromone left there. That will dissipate as they're fanning. And I believe she's in the box. So they keep going to this part of the strap down here as well. And the queen is not here. So there's probably a little bit of queen pheromone on the strap here. So pull that down out of the way. Okay, well, I believe that is success. I'm going to let this sit for a few more minutes. You can see they're kind of marching down into the box. Yep, there's some organized fanning here now. They're setting up. So I believe we have the queen inside of this box, and they're just trying to get the word out to everybody that this is what's actually happened. So I'm going to let them sit here for a few more minutes. They're going to probably work their way down into the box and then put the lid on them. So yeah, there you go. I'm going to call that a success. Not how I planned to do it, but you just kind of got to make it up on the fly sometimes. That's why bees are so fascinating. All right, everybody, be blessed.